Hi there! I'm again filming in some place that is not my home, and I'm also filming with my front camera of my phone, so it might not be the usual setup for me, but I really like how it looks. Well, today I wanted to do an everyday soft makeup without foundation. I'm going to do an eyeliner look, kind of like an everyday cat eye. This is going to be a very casual day. We're getting ready for Easter as I'm filming this. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating Easter, so I'm just going to be around the house. I want to cook something, and we also have to do some cleaning, so it's going to be very casual. I wouldn't necessarily have to do my makeup for this occasion, but I want to film, so here I am. I know that I already filmed an intro for this, but the eyeliner technique that I did is actually life-changing, so make sure that you watch until that part at least. And also, this is a sneak peek of the final look. Anyway, enjoy. This is my makeup kit. I have all the products that I need here in order to do a complete look. I don't think that I'm going to do my brows today. They're not even visible with the bangs, but usually I do them. But today I just don't feel like doing them, so I won't. So I'm going to go straight into the face makeup, which is going to be concealer, powder, bronzer, blush probably. I'm going to start with my concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. It's in the shade Neutralizer, which is a very yellowy toned shade. Just gonna use it on the inner portion of my under eyes and on my pimples here and a little bit on my nose. And I will just use my finger to blend it out. I'm gonna use a little bit of the leftover product on my lid just to cancel out any darkness that I might have on my lids. You might hear birds singing, dogs barking. It is what it is. Oh, and also there are some roosters outside, so you might occasionally hear them as well. Hopefully not, even though they're really cute. I love this countryside noises. I'm gonna need to set the concealer so it doesn't crease. I have here my little travel size jar of powder, which I have no idea what the brand is. There's a mixture of two powders in here. I'm gonna use a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just stamp this on my under eyes and also bring it down so it blurs my pores. Tea break. Before moving on, I'm going to apply a little bit of primer on my lids so it has time to dry before I do my eyes, because this needs to sit for a couple of minutes before applying anything on top of it, otherwise you won't be able to blend the eyeshadows. I think that this is the case with all eyeshadow primers. Just gonna stamp it on my eyelid with my finger. Next I will use my Catrice Sun Lover bronzer. So beautiful. I don't know if you guys remember from last year, I used to have this bronzer from Dior, which I dropped on the ground and it shattered. I'm actually surprised that it was pretty similar with this one. Dior discontinued that one. It was a shimmery bronzer. It was called a nude bronzer, something like that. And it was so similar to this one, but the price difference, of course, it's Dior versus Catrice. I really love this filming setup. I want a big balcony at home with these big plants. I'm gonna take the bronzer and apply it on the outer corner of my eye and kind of extending this outer corner, connecting it to my temples. Okay, next I will apply my blush, which is the Essence The Blush in the shade 10, which I'm going to apply a little above the bronzer. I wish I was able to make this all drugstore, this tutorial, because I'm using such affordable products on my face, but on my eyes, for my eyes I only have a Dior palette with me. So even though I'm just going to use a brown eyeshadow, like you can find that in so many drugstore palettes, definitely not necessary to use Dior, of course. Another tea break. I'm also going to use some highlighter, even though I don't find it that necessary these days, but I'm going to use my e.l.f. Baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. If I'm not filming, usually I will skip it, unless I'm doing like a full glam going out type of makeup. That's when I'm going to apply highlighter. But for everyday looks, I usually skip it. I know it's pretty. Maybe I'm just lazy and that's why I skip it. I'm gonna use a bit of that on my inner corner as well. Okay, for my lids now, I'm going to need a transition shade, which can be from an eyeshadow palette, like a light brown eyeshadow that's a little bit darker than your skin tone, or you can use your bronzer, which is exactly that, a brown eyeshadow that's slightly darker than your skin tone. So that's what I'm going to use today, my bronzer from Catrice. I'm gonna start from the outer corner of my eye and then blending it into my crease and extending it towards my temples like I did with the bigger brush. It's just going to connect it to the face makeup. And I'm gonna apply a little bit more, but underneath my eyes. And I'm connecting it to the top part in my outer corner, so I'm doing a cohesive look like that. I like the makeup to just flow nicely and not be disconnected. For the soft liner that I promised I will do, the easiest way is to use an angled brush, but unfortunately I just forgot to pack one. I really thought that I had it with me, and now that I said I'm going to do an eyeliner look, I have to do an eyeliner look. So I'm going to improvise. I'm going to use my pencil brush from Morphe, the M149 brush. I'm going to pick the dark brown that I'm going to use for my eyeliner. It's from this Dior palette. It's the 5 colors in the style Soft Cashmere. I'm also going to use this something straight, like a ruler or something that's just thin and straight. And I'm going to use the packaging from the Dior palette. And I'm going to use it as a guidance for my eyeliner. You can use Scotch tape as well. The Scotch tape technique is really simple. You just stick a Scotch tape here underneath where you would place the liner, and it's going to help you. It's going to serve as guidance for your eyeliner. But I don't have Scotch tape either, so bear with me. Let's see if this works. I hope it does. So I'm just going to use this as guidance and do the liner above it. Oh my god, I just discovered something. This is the easiest eyeliner I've ever done, and it looks so nice. I'm a genius. Okay, a round of applause for me. I actually cannot believe what I just did. I'm going to keep using this technique for sure. Now the tricky part, not really tricky, but you have to angle this guide in the same angle on the other eye, so it's not, you don't end up with the liner that's tilted like that on one eye and then tilted like downwards on the other eye. You kind of want the same tilt in your eyeliner on both eyes. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that works. Can't believe how easy it was. Oh, nice. Productive day to do makeup, because I discovered something amazing, in my opinion. I'm gonna curl my lashes with a random lash curler. And the mascara that I have with me is the Revolution 5D Lash Pearl Mascara that has an interesting opening system. You just push it like that and it comes out. I'm gonna use it both on my top and lower lashes. And I want a second coat because I love a lot of mascara. Let's see what lipsticks I have with me. I have this range. This is my favorite lip product at the moment. The Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. It's amazing. It's really amazing. The formula is so good. It is a glossy lipstick that is really long lasting, like really long lasting. It's as long lasting as a liquid matte lipstick, but it's not, definitely not as drying, and it's glossy. So this has been a game changer in the makeup game, in my opinion. I have two shades of this. I have the shade Peachy, which I have in my purse, and I also have the shade Punchy, which is a slightly darker one. Now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna go for Peachy. Should I? My phone is leaning on my purse, so now right now I'm looking. I am searching in my purse. Okay, I found it. This is the shade Peachy. I think I'm gonna go for this one today because it's a little bit softer, everyday kind of a lipstick. You need to shake it up so the pigment kind of mixes in it. I think that's what they suggest anyway. It's my safe shade. It's in my safe zone. In my, yeah, comfort zone. Back in my purse you go. I need to have it with me at all times. I really love this lipstick. Okay, I finished up my makeup. This is how it looks. I am so excited about this eyeliner technique. Yo, I cannot say this enough. If you will try it out, let me know what you think. I hope it will blow your mind the way it did for me today. I'm definitely going to do this more often. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do hope that you found it useful. I wish you have a lovely day. It's really lovely here where I am right now, and it's sunny and it's beautiful and it makes me happy. So I hope you're happy as well. I will see you all next time. Bye!